everything you got for me, baby, what's up? Baby, what's up? I wanna...
You.
Yes, you are going to receive a digital copy of NBA 2K24. So, will we be seeing your top play in Season 10 of NBA 2K TV?
You know it. You know it. You know what would make it even better if I can pull the top trades on 2K team, because we really want to do a no sleep versus 2K TV team.
Oh.
Wow, we definitely have to set it up.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early. The schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Doc in at the point guard position. Now, here is George. Covington passes to Doc. Back to Covington, just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. Rockets on offense. Here's Porter. Plumlee with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. To the inside, Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
GA, the Houston Rockets. It's coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Now here's Plumlee after Jalen Green's miss. Covington inside the line, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here is Smith coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Martin the pass to Şengün. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one doesn't drop. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside. Here's Plumlee. And the basket is good, and he's got it. Chance here for one more at the line.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
The line for 1.
The Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Outside, Martin. Passes it to Green. Rocket 6. And some nice passing there by Houston. He gets it in there.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Just over 2.5 minutes. Played here so far in the first quarter. It's George on the wing. Here is Doc. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Outside, Covington. Pass to Doc. Shoots a three. It's rebounded by Houston. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Clippers leading by 3. Deciding to change it up. Here's Leonard. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Then it's Porter, and it's Martin in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here is Doc. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. That's good from Doc. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Going into the league, KPJ was thought of as a 2 or maybe even a 3, but he's made it clear he sees himself as a point guard, and he continues to improve in that role.
And Porter drops them both. Here is Doc. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down low. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 6.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Back to Porter. Outside, Martin. Kicks it to Porter. Back to Martin. Just 4 to shoot. Buries it from three-point range.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Here's George. The Rockets making the shot. Covington passes to Doc. Drills it from outside.
27.
Doc's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Porter finds Şengün. Now here's Porter. And he also played really well in the win against the Pelicans. Here's Christopher, defended by George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist. Numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Covington's shot is off.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Back to Porter, and finished off by Porter.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Clippers leading by 4. Got the pass to Leonard. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook checked in for the Clippers.
To your little Clippers.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining.
From 12 feet out, and it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Porter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. Looks like they're putting it together right now.
The Clippers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Plumlee, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Leonard. Porter passes to Tate. Houston moving the ball around. Green against Westbrook. Green, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Westbrook, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Rockets. 6-point game. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now, here's Tate. Last game we saw him score 14, and the basket is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. Yeah, after the first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
And the wide-open shot from Green. Morris with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Green following the basket by Russell Westbrook. 16 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Zubac. George looking around. Shoots over Tate. George, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here is Doc. Setting the floor for the Clippers. And it's Doc in at the point. Now here's Leonard. And the pass to George. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. They get the rebound. Plumlee. And he banks in the lane. Plumlee's got 5 points so far.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the